Like,
Hello, my boss people, my multifaceted people, my mature minds that enjoy being in the energy of wealth, prosperity. You enjoy growing, you enjoy learning more about yourself, you enjoy learning some business secrets or some corporate secrets or even secrets about academia that you probably never thought about, right? Because I am someone, I love to do my research. I love to talk to people in different industries. I just want to know. Even if I'm not going that specific route, I just want to know for the sake of knowing. And it is good to be that type of person. But on today's episode, we are going to talk about exuding executive presence. Whether you are a business coach, that is so important. Whether you work in corporate and you are a mid to senior level, that is even more important, right? That you are exuding executive presence. So I'm going to discuss what executive presence is not first, and then I'm going to discuss what executive presence is, right? So it is not you coming out all macho and trying to be the most stoic person in the room and neglect people's emotions or try to make what you have to say the loudest or most important in the room, right? I don't care who's there in the camera emotionless. Like, people have this very weird idea of what executive presence is, and they think that it is being stoic. They think that it's not being expressive. They think that it is being the right one in the room all the time and having the final say, even if it's like rude or mean. They think it's being heartless, all of these projections. And it is not executive presence. It actually shows that you might have some mental health issue. And I would just say that as that. If we are in a room, if we are in a meeting, if we're in a business meeting, right? And you want me to trust your word, I want you to be clear-headed about what's happening. I don't want you to sit there and be playing all types of games and doing all, it's gonna make me think that, okay, this person obviously did not get the memo. They are not self-aware of themselves. They do not know what room they're in. And obviously they need to go seek some help outside of the business room or corporate room, right? So this is what executive presence is not. What executive presence is number one, showcasing confidence in your expertise. Because I always like to tell people that I work with personally that I trust that you are an expert in whatever you're doing. I might not be an expert at it, but I trust that you are an expert at it, right? And when you are trying to exude executive presence, you want to exude confidence in who you are and what you are an expert in, what you went to school with, what you are selling, right? What area or department you're in, and whatever corporate world you find yourself to be in, right? That is number one, confidence in your expertise. Number two, emotional intelligence, right? When someone has executive presence, they are able to understand the room and be mature about going about things. They're not going to be mean. They're not going to be stoic. They're not going to be emotionless or heartless. They are going to be emotionally intelligent, and keep in mind that yes, they might have their view, but there's so many people else in the room that are also very smart, and you want to keep in mind all types of perspectives, right? So someone with executive presence, they usually feel very comfortable, right? They're usually people that you look at them and you're like, I kind of want to talk to them, or I believe this person, what they're saying. I don't believe that person that is super closed off. I can't really tell what's going on. I don't believe them. I believe this person that is calm, that is confident, but very open and receiving, right? And number three for exuding executive presence is just knowing how to communicate properly. You have to know how to speak English. A lot of people do not speak English correctly. And I could tell you that a lot of people are not good with their body language. They're saying one thing, their body is saying something else. They do not have the right tone. Their grammar is off. They're not using words correctly. As someone that reads a lot, I can tell you that a lot of people do not speak correct English. The tone is off. The body language is off. Everything is off. And that will 100% make you not have executive presence, right? You have to speak English, and speaking English does not only mean the words that you speak. It could be your vibe mixed with the tone that you use, mixed with the body language. Are you communicating what you are saying, and are you reading the room correctly? That's what I mean by speaking English, right? Are you saying what needs to be said with what is happening in the room, right? So communication is a big thing. Sometimes it's better to not say anything at all than to say the wrong thing, because that's also talking English. That is saying that I am comprehending what is happening. And if I do not have anything of value to say, I will not say it because I understand English. That is also a form of communication. Not knowing when not to talk. That's also how you exude executive presence. You know when not to speak. And all of this is important if you're trying to grow in corporate or if you're trying to be trusted in your business, right? Exuding this executive presence, having confidence in your expertise, having emotional intelligence so people feel comfortable with you and trust your word without thinking twice or without judging it, right? And also knowing how to speak. These are ways, so this is what executive presence is not, and this is what executive presence is, and I really hope that helps. I'll catch you all in the next episode. Bye.
Fuck? Like